we are going to start by getting into a comfortable position. So as always, you are welcome to be sitting in a chair. You can be on the floor, you can be sitting against a wall, you can even be lying down. The only thing to use as a guidance is that your spine is straight. So if sitting cross-legged on the floor means you're slumping, then don't sit cross-legged on the floor. Better by far to sit in a chair. And the eyelids, you can let them drop so that your eyes are closed, or you can just look down at the floor and let your gaze soften out to the periphery. Half an hour to steady ourselves, to come into a place of calm, to set that foundation for the week ahead. Breathing in and out through the nose. And we'll begin with some circles, so take right ear down to right shoulder. Chin dropping down to chest. Left ear to left shoulder. And then coming up and over as if you're painting a rainbow with the crown of your head. We're making space in the neck, we're not trying to crunch in any way. There's my tummy rumbling. And then changing direction, so moving super slow, allowing yourself to feel and hear it all. And coming back to neutral and starting to circle your shoulders. Inhaling as the shoulders come up. Exhaling as they come down. Letting the connective tissue catch up with the day. Remembering the fluidity of your body. On the next inhale, taking the elbows up and around. And then if you have space, inhaling as the arms come up and round. So it can be really tempting to do this quickly because we're used to waking up in the morning and being in go, go, go mode. But this half an hour you've actually put aside to not be there. You've also got the hormones in your body and the chemicals in your body are the wake up ones, so they're getting you to speed up too. So slowing down is a little bit counter to what's going on in your body, but that makes it even more profound. Okay, hands on knees, circling your heart, inhaling as you come forwards, to the side, back, and to the side. You can use your hands on your knees to steady yourself. Then changing direction. Coming back to center, left hand to right knee, right hand behind. Inhale as you sit up. Exhale as you rotate, taking your gaze over to the right. Have a moment where you get to really feel your lungs move as you breathe. The rib cage, the tummy. Feel free to wriggle if wriggling is required. And then switching sides. So right hand to left knee, left hand behind. Inhale to sit up. Exhale to rotate. And coming back to center. Let your eyelids rest in whichever place feels good for them. And notice what you can hear. Let's come into our sense of hearing. Maybe you can hear the sound of your breath. Maybe there's noise within your household. Maybe bird song, maybe traffic. What's the furthest sound you can hear right now? And then bringing that sense of hearing in to the intimate sounds of your body, certainly your breath, possibly your tummy, maybe even your heart. We'll begin with some breath movement. So as you inhale, you're going to take your hands up. You might want to bring them into prayer, and you're going to take them up through the midline of your body, up high overhead. As you inhale. And then as you exhale, you're going to open your arms out wide to the side. Just be sure the shoulders stay easy and relaxed. There's no way you can do any of this wrong, so we don't need to bring any kind of layers of tension to what we're doing. It's just a curiosity. I wonder how it would feel if. And we can start to introduce a count. I'm not going to give you the count. You can count at your own pace. But it's approximately a count of 4 as the arms come up, and then a count of 8 as the arms go wide to the side and down. So approximately twice the length of the exhale. Perhaps it might be a count of 6 as you inhale and a count of 12 as you exhale. You'll find your rhythm again. Trust that you can't get this wrong. You can start to play with that ratio. If you think you can extend it, then do. If your arms are getting tired, then just do the count and let the arms rest. And the next time you take your arms up overhead, we're going to really stretch out through the fingertips. Keep the arms extended. And then fold the elbows, holding onto either elbow. Elbows pull apart, hands draw together. And your head is relaxed, your neck is relaxed. No tension required. As you breathe in, let your tummy expand. As you breathe out, draw your tummy back towards your spine. And then bringing your arms down, placing your hands in your lap, one palm on top of the other. Melting the shoulders away from the ears. Bringing your awareness onto your breath, so perhaps you can feel the breath coming in and out through the nostrils. Let's start there. Perhaps the breath can slow a little, maybe even deepen. And now we're curious, is the inhale more comfortable or is the exhale, or do they both feel pretty similar? Is there one phase that feels more comfortable than the other? How does your breath feel this morning? When the mind wanders off, and it usually does, just smile and bring it back to the breath. And then we come to the space between the breaths. So taking a nice full inhale and then resting in that space where the lungs are full. How does that feel? And then taking a nice full exhale, perhaps a little fuller than you normally do. And then resting in the space where the lungs are empty. How does it feel to be there? Before you move into the next inhale. The 4-stage breath. Which of those 4 stages feels most comforting to you? Is it the inhale, that fresh intake of breath, the summer of the breath cycle? Sorry, the spring of the breath cycle. Or is it the place where the lungs are full, the summer of the breath cycle? Or is it the exhale, the place of letting go, the autumn of the breath cycle? Or is it the space at the end of the exhale where the lungs are empty? How does that feel to be there? The winter of the breath cycle. And when the mind wanders, smiling to yourself, bringing it back to your breath. Exploring. We come into a simple square breath practice. So visualizing a square of light on the torso, from right hip up to right shoulder, across to left shoulder, down to left hip, and across to right hip. And perhaps there's a movement of light as you breathe. It's so simple and so restorative. Let's all begin with an exhale. Inhaling, light travels from right hip to right shoulder. Hold as the light travels across from one shoulder to the other. Exhale as the light travels from left shoulder down to left hip. And hold as the light travels from left hip to right. Inhaling, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. If your lungs have the space, make it even longer. Make the count for 6. I'll let you go at your own pace. If 6 feels too much, keep with the 4. And then letting the breath return to its natural cadence. Softening the lips, softening the eyes. And drawing the next inhale down into your heart space. As you exhale, exhale from your heart space. A ripple effect reaching out way beyond the boundaries of your physical body. Inhaling to your heart. Exhaling from your heart. As if your heart were being breathed. What if our only job was to listen to our heart? Do we have the ears to hear? Inviting the quiet whisper of your heart to make us aware of an intention. That awareness reaches us in a multitude of ways. We're just letting our heart know that we're open to receiving whatever way our heart wishes to communicate with us. Quietly listening for the intention of our heart this morning. Having the confidence to trust whatever impulse we receive or we don't receive. Somewhere on some level, we are receiving. And offering up the fruits of our practice to all sentient beings. As we practice on an individual level, we know that we influence and support the collective, helping us all to remember how it feels to be within our hearts, to be within our bodies, to be in harmony with breath and life. Thank you, everyone. Namaste. Love inside of me sees the love inside of you.